So first of all, I want to thank all of you guys for coming through. It is an honor and a privilege for me to be on the this call with such influencers. You know what I'm saying? So give it up for yourselves, okay? For your shelves. When I was thinking about just putting something together about social gathering during this period of social distancing, you guys were the first people that I thought of. And again, it is my honor to have you guys on here. So first, I want to just have you guys kind of introduce yourselves for those who don't know you. Just to introduce yourselves and, you know, no random, I mean, whatever order that you want to go in.
We should start with the, you know, the most seasoned person.
The
most seasoned person.
Nope. We're going with ladies first.
Oh, I knew that was about to happen. I was really trying to bet for the seasoned person in the room. My name is Adriana Viverette, but I'm also known as Adri V, the Go-Getter. I'm a radio personality, a media professional, what I like to call myself, and an educator as well, and a host. I'm on 4 stations now: Power 93.7 WBOK in Buffalo, WDKX on 3.9 in Rochester, New York, Hot 99.1 in Albany, New York, in Dash Radio channel Taste Radio 1. So download that app. I'm an adjunct professor. And in addition to that, I am a host for a podcast that I really love. That's near and dear. That's my baby, called the G Code Podcast. And, you know, just an all-around motivator and a pusher to the masses. So that is I, said the cat.
You didn't add go on there.
Huh?
You didn't add go.
Oh, no, not, you know, no.
You guys supposed to close it with go, Adrian. Come on now.
Okay, so since you wanted to hop in, OJ, why don't you tell us a little bit?
Yeah, I'm going to go second. We definitely got to save D. Wilson for last. Absolutely. I'm going to go second. You know what I'm saying? Otis T. Barker Jr., a.k.a. OJ Barker, event host, event planner, part owner and founder of the GUAGGI brand and GUAGGI Foundation, organizer and host with one of the biggest up-and-coming events that I'm very proud of with HipHop Karaoke right now in the city. City employee, Buffalo City employee, you know, father of the great Livy B, you know.
Talk to him.
I mean, that's it. I'm here, and I'm a mustache guy. I'm a mustache only guy.
Is that recently? Is that you? Yes. Did you recently become a mustache guy?
This is recently. This is recently. This is quarantine. This is the quarantine.
The Quarantine Chronicles. Okay.
Yeah.
D. Wilson.
I'm Dennis Wilson, co-owner of the Oakk restaurant. 21-year Buffalo teacher, Buffalo public school teacher, event promoter, and planner, graphic designer. Yeah, pretty much sums everything up, and I appreciate being here with all these good peoples.
Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of ask the first question about this social distancing or social gathering during social distancing. Of course, a lot of people, some people are natural introverts, so they're loving this, being home, being by themselves, or being with their family and not having to go anywhere. But there are a lot of people who are feeling kind of maybe stress or anxiety, or maybe they're just itching to get back out into the world. And you know, we as humans, we always adapt to things, and some of us have adapted to social distancing by being able to gather in social ways and virtual, you know, through technology. So can you tell me a little bit about how you've had to adjust, because all of you guys convene people. So talk about how you've convened people in the past and how you're adjusting for that.
Who you want to go?
I think OJ will be good, especially coming off their most recent Sunday Fun Day.
Yeah.
I think OJ then froze up.
Oh, did he leave us?
I want to say from. Am I back?
You back?
Yeah, we hear you.
Hold on. Hold up. All
You
right.
got to stay on the screen, OJ. Don't go to other apps.
Okay. No, I'm on the screen. I ain't leaving the screen. I'm about to turn the Wi-Fi off on my phone, so maybe I can get some more connection, some better connection. You know, I got all type of gadgets and gadgets in here, so you know,
Yeah.
a lot of connected. But I want to say first off, as far as social distances and us being in the house and stuff, absolutely hate it. You know, I hate it. I miss everybody. I miss being out, being social, being with my people. But I think that it's definitely a time to learn. You know, I'm learning a lot with it, just being in the house. You know, just trying to find different things, learn survival. You know, and whatnot. But as far as helping the people, like basically what we doing with we just coming off this past Sunday, our third edition of Quarantine Karaoke that we doing with HHK Buffalo. Basically it's just opportunity just for people to, you know, let loose from being in the house, like going stir crazy. You know, it's an opportunity for them to still have some type of fun and whatnot through these times. It's fun for me. It's the highlight of my week, actually. You know, I look forward to it. All week because it's a time where I get to interact with my people like we normally would do on a weekly basis. You know, just being out in the city. You know, like the three of us, like we always are. You can catch us. You can find us somewhere in the city. You know, during the week, most likely the weekend. You know what I mean? Like, but it's a tough time that we're going through. But
how you doing that?
I feel like okay, so well, basically it's just like HHK except virtual. You know, so we do it on Instagram because Instagram you're allowed to tag in pretty much. You can call in like someone. So basically what we do is we have DJ Lil Gabby. Shout out to my DJ. She spends for about a good 15-20 minutes just to get the people who's coming in like normal, like we would do at a normal HHK. Get people warmed up, and basically what I'll do is I'll give people the instructions to drop use a microphone emoji in the comments if they want to perform. And basically how the Instagram got it set up is basically you can tap that person's name to comment, and then it'll say add them to the live, add whoever it is that person was, and they'll jump in on the live, play the music from their side. You know, it's actually good because normally with HHK we got a list of songs, you know, and a lot of people want to do songs that's not on the list, and that's kind of tough for us to do. So it's giving people the opportunity to really go deep cuts, B-sides, whatever, do whatever ones they want, freestyle. Some people, matter of fact, this past Sunday, this dude came on there. He didn't even have a song. He just like a song, like a mainstream song. He just came on there and just sang a cappella. He got a lot of hits for that. You know, he got a lot of likes for us. So you know, it's just opportunity for people to come in and do their thing, have fun, turn up. We definitely get turned up in there though. We get turned up in there. It's definitely a party. But we just away from each other.
Dope. So, and when's the next hip hop karaoke? When's the next one?
Well, we do it every Sunday, 3 p.m.
What time is it again?
3 p.m. every Sunday on Instagram Live. You just have to follow at HHK Buffalo. We actually started adding in prizes this past week. We gave away, we had for the third place winner, we connected with Wing King. Shout out to Wing Kings. The third place winner got single of wings. Second place winner got a single and some fries. And the first place winner got a double of wings. So that kind of boosted up the competition. People started really stepping their game up. You know, like coming dressed. This past weekend we did 2000s theme. We did a 2000s theme. So people was dressed up like with their baggy clothes, jerseys, jersey dresses, throwbacks and stuff. It was real fun. But that's every Sunday, 3 p.m. HHK Buffalo on Instagram Live.
Gotcha. Adriana, you just did something that was really kind of amazing to me. Your birthday just passed, right?
Yeah, it was March 30th. It's a great day. It's a great day. Great day.
So can you talk, for people who haven't been, who can't, connect with people because social distancing, how did you have your birthday party, and how are you connecting to your fan base and doing all of that during this social distancing period?
Yeah, to be honest, like I love it. Like I'm an introvert, extrovert. So it's just like I need my alone time to charge, because like whenever you out, you out and you're connecting with people and you're constantly communicating with people. And so when I get a chance to be alone, like I really love it. And so I really enjoy being home when I can be home. But when it comes to my birthday, I really just went live and just started DJing. I'm not a DJ. I just play music. And I just kind of just tapped in with people from there. But what I love most is just seeing a lot of DJs who's really taken on the idea of virtual parties. Again, shout out to DJ Spin, Wire, and All Star, who created, a virtual club quarantine. But, I personally kind of prepared for a time like this. And I say that because I've always felt like, and my mentor always told me that you got to be able to have like your own home studio, right? Like you could go to the station. And so a lot of us who's in the industry, radio, television, we're working from home. You can't really come into the studios like that. Again, we're all using the same microphone. You know what I mean? So it's constantly having to make sure that's clean, making sure you have your pop filter. And so, to kind of eliminate some of that, we're allowed to work from home. So what I did, from the very jump before this even took place, I built out my home studio of having my necessary condenser mics, the equipment that I needed, making those investments, so that any event, because they do it across the country, something happened, I can't get into a studio, I got my own. So just really capitalizing off of that and using that time to one, create the most content that you possibly can, being creative, but utilizing these social media platforms and connecting with people, not just audio wise, because I could do an interview over the phone, but let's just jump on Instagram Live. So just last night, I was live with Afro B, who, was known for Condo, Joanna, and then Fine Wine and Hennessy. And he's in London, you know what I mean? So he was in London and I'm here and we're having an interview time, and time is completely off. So it was just like, we decided to push it back because of Teddy Riley and Babyface. We both was watching. And so once that was finally over, once the season people, no knock to you, D, because you're technically savvy. I can't even get it out. Yeah, you got it. Not like them, they weren't. So we finally just like, okay, we're gonna go live. But it was like 4:00 his time when I went live with him, and it was like 11 o'clock my time. But we were able to connect with that. And then even with the radio station that I'm on, Taste Radio on Dash, they're out in California, out in New York City. So I'm able to broadcast from home. So it's just really, technology has saved a lot of us in a sense. And I'm really just enjoying this time because you're able to be more creative from your home. And then just really tapping in how the importance of really having your own stuff and being able to, leverage off of your own platforms is key. So, I'm enjoying it and just constantly waking up, trying to figure out, okay, what can I do from here? What can I do from this little seat? I turned my living room into a dang near production studio. You know what I mean? And so I'm enjoying it because it gets the creative juices flowing. And all you got to do is sit your butt down and just focus in on what do I really want to do? You know what I mean? You have the capability of doing it from the comfort of your own home.
Right. So, Mr. Wilson.
Yes, sir.
How are you adjusting, and what are some of the tips and tricks that you've learned? How are you adjusting to, because you have, not only just convening people through events and things like that, you have, a restaurant and other things that you have going on. What are some of the things? How are you connecting with your network, with your customer base, with your fan base, with all of those things?
We're doing a lot of online stuff similar to Adri V, similar to OJ also. Me and Kurt have basically been trying to, I wouldn't say trying, but we've been just basically sharing information, knowledge. We started with financial literacy, did home ownership, real estate. And then last night we did education with Say Yes and a guidance counselor. So each week we just try to push out information. The Oakk Room is a hub. And so one of the big things about the Oakk Room is, obviously the crux of it is everybody come there to eat, drink, and be social. But what also happens during that time is you meet a lot of different people, and there's a lot of different information is being exchanged. And we are liaisons. So we like to try to connect people. And so that's what we've been trying to do. And just since we in the house and everybody else is in the house, just try to share that information that we have.
Now, and this is for either one of you, have you seen that there's a platform that's better? Is it because people are putting up TikToks. I even threw up a TikTok. People are doing, of course, Facebook Live, Instagram Live. What have you seen? Zoom, Facebook chats and things like that. What have you seen? What has been like the most engaging from your perspective?
For me, I like the Zoom and the Facebook Live, probably because that's where my network is mostly at. But I know pretty much every Saturday night right now I'm watching Instagram TV, the Versus. So it depends on what medium you prefer. Like I feel like all of them in some way or form or fashion. I kind of feel like we just flock to different ones and see what's on at that time. You know what I mean? So, what else you got to do if you're stuck in the house for, 24 hours?
Yeah,
I think it's the same thing. I think it's the same thing. Like, I think it depends on where your following is. It's different. Like Instagram, obviously you can get the most reach, but unless you got a following of 20, 30,000 plus, you can get those same numbers and maybe more engagement on Facebook. Like if I was going to do a personal live from my personal page, I would prefer Facebook first. I would get more viewers on Facebook. You know what I mean? But with HHK, I'm getting more viewers on Instagram. You know what I mean? So kind of like the same thing. Shout out to Wire Spin All-Star with the Club Q. So now every Saturday, me and my boy DJ T, we doing an event that we had at the Oakk Room. The event that we did at the Oakk Room called T-Side Saturday. We pretty much just bringing it to Club Q for an hour every Saturday. Where he pretty much picking a genre or a rap group, and he just, spin their hits for an hour, and I'm hosting it. But we do it on Facebook. We was like, yo, we got to do that on Facebook because he has went live on Instagram and don't get the same engagement as he does on Facebook. So it's kind of like but I think you should take advantage of all of them, though. Definitely take advantage of all of them, but just know whichever one is best for your network.
How do you start? Like, how do you, for an entrepreneur, because, being MC, this Icy Success, kickback talks, things that we do these as workshops and things for entrepreneurs. And one of the things that I wanted to kind of get into is as you guys are influencers, how do you start to build your online platform? What are some of the things that you guys have done in the past, and what are you doing now to grow, not just reach the people that you currently have, but how are you expanding your network during this time of social distancing? And this is for either one of you.
For me, we just by sharing that knowledge. So sharing the knowledge that we have. So whether whatever it is. So we was talking to real estate. So just, just sharing the knowledge. So within sharing the knowledge
that is not necessarily the knowledge that is from the industry that you are. It's like bringing on partners.
Both. So the stuff that I don't know, then I try to get the person who do know. But what happens is the people that's in the network will call me to ask me that question, and I will have to call them or give them that information. Same thing we did at the Oakk Room. So if somebody was calling about radio, I'm going to call Adriana V. You know what I mean? If somebody was calling about events, if I can't help them or if they're a little younger, then I'm push them to OJ and his network, you know. So it's just sharing information, and then people feel comfortable because, you know, they know that we know the answer, or at least can get the answers for them.
I think from a standpoint like similar with D, I feel like content is king. And I just feel like during this time, whether you're an entrepreneur, you have a business, somebody with a personal brand, that at this present moment, like you should be putting out as much content as possible. Because right now you have the audience, you have people sitting and waiting. It's no more, the algorithm has changed. The idea of posting early in the morning, midday, in the evening has changed because folks is on here 24/7, 365 right now. So you could really post at any given moment and really get a lot of hits. And, you know, like similar, just to kind of go back to it, I think it depends on a platform that you engage the most at. And in the sense of engagement, like, what platform do you feel is able to actually speak to your demographic, that's actually speaking to your particular niche? And identifying and knowing your niche is important. Like, I'm in the midst of kind of niching down. So before, I feel like my niche was kind of broad, where I'm trying to attack and allow my content to be directed at everybody, to where sometimes it's not fitting for everybody. So it's really having to take a step back, look at your brand, look at who you are, what you're speaking to, and being able to direct your content to those particular people, to who your actual niche is. And so like kind of I'm in like a rebranding phase personally, and using this time to do it, because then you're able to identify what platforms do I want to speak on what. So that I'm able to get the most engagement, the best engagement. When I'm on Facebook, I can speak from a personal place because I have more people on there from a personal standpoint. If I'm on Instagram, I could speak more broad because I have more of a broad following. Snapchat, it's very inclusive. You know, I know who is all on here. I may know you personally, because here's this chance where I can kind of just talk about what I want to talk about and freely be me, you know, in a different kind of way. So it's really about how I like to segment the things that I have going on. And that's like what I'm doing now, to being able to direct the content that I have. In each platform, you kind of got to tweak your content for each platform. So that's like something, you know, I'm taking a step back, re-gauging, studying, and listening to some great people like the Gary V's of the world, and really getting in that bag of identifying from a marketing standpoint, how do I want my brand to be pushed out and what am I selling? Because we're all selling something, whether you're working for somebody, you're selling your services as a worker, you know, you're selling your services as a person, you know, as just a personality, or even an entrepreneur. We're all selling something, and it's just really identifying, what am I selling?
Right. So you mentioned Gary V, and like, who are some, and you said you were doing some studying, or like some, like diving into some marketing things. Like, who else besides Gary V are you listening to try to think about how to attack your personal brand, how to attack your personal business, or how somebody that entrepreneurs can be listening to or studying to get their brand and build their brand?
Yeah, I've been in a few Zoom conferences that's been happening, especially for women who's like in the industry. Like Felicia Butterfield is one. I've been locked in on the things that she's been having going on. Karen Civil, just some people who's speaking from like the language that I am, where I am at the present moment. Of course, Gary Vee, he's the GOAT. Like, I got a chance to go see him back when he was in Toronto. I mean, if you really want to sell anything and everything, he's the go-to. I'm reading Contagious right now. That's a key book. Like, I'm rereading it. And, you know, it's just constantly, you could get on YouTube University, and you could type in marketing, and there's some top people that are always on there that's speaking from different aspects. Heck, Wallow, he done came out of jail and he out here surpassing everybody. You know what I mean? It's just really looking at the trends of how people are pushing their product and identifying who they're selling it to.
Yes. So, and we got 2 minutes left. So I kind of want to just ask these like quick questions, like, what is the thing that you miss most about the just being able to, when outside was open, as they say, before there was the quarantine? What are some of the things that you miss most? I'll start with OJ. What's the thing that you miss most about outside?
Oakk room. The Oakk room. Now, I mean, Oakk room is definitely one. I mean, I can't tell you what I really, it's a lot. Oakk room, the gym, you know, just being able, just seeing people, just being normal. You know what I mean? Like we staying in the house, but like, you know, when you go out, it look crazy to see everybody walking around with masks on. This is something we've never seen before. So, you know, I think it's just normal life, just being able to do. I miss being able, and I never really shopped. I don't really shop like that, but I miss being able to just get up and go buy a dress shirt. You know, like you can't. It's hard. Times is hard, man. It's a crazy time. I miss normal life.
Yeah, I feel you, D.
I miss the socializing in the Oakk room. I miss being able to plan. Like, you know, we can't plan nothing in the future. Like, you know, like we can't travel events. You know, right now, you know, my summer events is on hold. The fall events, you know, you don't know what's next. So just the inability to plan and, you know, kind of know what's going to be next. You know, we don't know right now.
Adri?
Yeah, definitely pulling up to the Oakk room, you know, when I am stepping out, being able to go to hip-hop karaoke when it is happening. And then just a touch. Like when you see somebody, like I saw my aunt, I was like, hey, you know what I mean? Like it's just like OJ said, I just came in from the grocery store, seeing everybody with masks on. I just feel like I'm in a movie, but it's just like, nah, this is the reality. And so yeah, normal life. That's just it.
Yeah, you know what? I miss. One thing I must say, and I should have said this first. I miss my mom. I miss my mom and my grandma so much. They literally live right around the corner from me. So I go to their house. Normally, before this, I would be at their house every day, like checking in, just stop. Even if I stop in real quick, like every day. And like now, like I can't even step foot in the house. You know, my grandma is 87, so you know, like I can't go over there. You know, so it's tough. That's tough.
That's real.
Yeah, I miss being able to, as funny as it sounds, go to the office because I can get work done there. And I'm right down here in my my office / studio at home. And my kid, I got 3 kids. I got my junior, he's 3. Then I have a 5-year-old, my Navy, and I have an 11-year-old. And they are constantly on me. I love them, but I'm like, I can't get anything done when you are kissing me in the face and asking me, Dad, can I get something to drink? Can you go pour yourself something to drink? Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. Let's try it out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm definitely missing being able to go out and have, you know, a space where, because when I'm quarantined, I'm not alone. And I need some alone time. So having alone time is something that, as funny as it sounds, is during quarantine, I don't have any alone time, you know? So thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate you. Please continue to do the things that you are doing. I am looking forward to coming to the Oakk room. I am looking forward to seeing hip-hop karaoke online, but I want to come there. Now my wife says to me all the time, she says, we don't find out about it until like right when it's happening or like right after. And she's like, why didn't you know about this? And I'm like,
that's my fault. That's your fault. That means I need to step my promo up. That's my bad. Make sure you know about this as soon as we get out.
If I miss another one, bro, when it's live, if I miss another one, I don't know, man. I might be sleeping on the couch or something, man.
Listen,
you know, my wife comes home all the time. Adri V, she's like, you know, she absolutely loves you. So you know, so I'm looking forward to just having a big old party. You know what I'm saying? When it's back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, big parties, man. Oh, I don't care, man. Listen, the all white still got to go down, man.
Damn.
Right.
You got all white.
We got our fingers crossed.
Yo, for real. We cannot miss the all white. That's the highlight that is a highlight every year in the city. You know what I mean? It's like it's certain stuff like that's. Our summer is coming, man. Come on, man. People stay in the house, people. Stay in the house.
So I need you guys to kind of help me with this social gathering during social distancing. If there's anything that you see, a business, maybe an individual that's doing something extraordinary, send me that information because we want to highlight them on the BNMC, the Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus page. For those of you who don't know, I am the Director of Inclusion and Community Initiatives. So it is, I'm always looking to highlight what is going on in Buffalo and who's doing a great job. So you guys have a huge network, and I want you guys to be able to, I know you guys are usually sharing that platform, but help me to lift up the people who are doing amazing things, whether that's entrepreneurs or whether that's a teacher or whoever. Just help me to share that, because we all need some inspiration and some happiness during this time of isolation.
Absolutely.
Got you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. See you soon.
All right, family. Peace.
All righty.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.